Right, welcome back again to the Rusty Evo. Today we're going to do a bit more in the wheel arch and try and get this bad boy in, because I've already done the other side. For those of you that have been following for a while, chassis leg this side is in, so we're going to run through how I've done that today. Boot floor is also in, got a bit more fettling to do, then we're ready to move on to other bits. So this has been taking a while because obviously I'm doing it in the garden and I'm heavily weather dependent. Today it's meant to be a mix of sunshine and showers, like it is for most of the British summer. So let's see what we can get done between the rain. I've missed every deadline I've made for this car because I keep buying other stuff and working, and now I'm trying to do the house up as well. So it's just getting out of control really. So I've got a couple of days, booked some time off work. I'm just going to try and smash it out now. I'm trying to source a fuel tank for the car at the minute. My tank isn't the best, so I'm not sure whether to try and fix mine up or just try and get another one. I've spoken to people like Rally Part. He's got them, but it's a lot of money. I know that's the going rate for these cars now, but I'm trying to do this right, but on a little bit of a conservative budget as well. Hence why I'm doing everything myself and not just sending it to various companies to get it done. So anyway, let's get on with it. I was going to say, please ignore my Eddie the Eagle safety glasses. New Bobby Dazzlers. But I tell you what, best insult in the comments wins a prize. Right, so we're about to get rained off. It's started spitting again, which isn't great. Underseal's now off. I'm really happy with how solid this all looks, apart from that bit, but end of the seal needed doing, I knew that. The actual leg itself though is really solid. I'm really happy with that, so the rest of the arch is good too. There's a repair I've got to do up there. I've still got a wire brush up there. I'm not too concerned about that. It's a nice easy little job. Cut that out and put a nice patch in. So anyway, we're about to weld through primer in here now to put the other leg in. Boot floor's in, look. Yeah, I've primered the inside of the leg, so that's ready to be cut now to size, and then I'll obviously make sure that it's the right size before I put some more coating in there and put some more rust protection in. And once it's actually in the car, in situ, I'll put some more rust protection in. So I've got to trim it a little bit more. On the side where the flange goes up towards the body, I've left that on from the previous chassis legs because it wasn't rotten at all and there's no signs of rot behind it. I'm also leaving the flange on these new chassis legs. It's giving me extra metal to weld to, so I can really sink a hot weld in, penetrate all the way along, seam weld it in, and then seam sealer across. I don't know whether that's the right way of doing it or not, but that's the way I'm doing it. It's my car, and fuck what all the 50-year-old people on the internet are going to tell me. Yeah, to me, the stronger you can make a car and the more solid the better, so I'm leaving it in. That's how I'm doing it. Well, that leg's in. I've just checked it with the diff mount member that it fits, so that's lunchtime for me. 1:30 on a Tuesday if anyone's asking. Right, so I've popped up to see the boys at WMD, Fraser and all of them. They've sorted me out yet again because when I cut my old floor out, I forgot to take off the mount for the rear subframe. That floor's gone to scrap now, so I've had to come and get one. And bless them, they've let me cut this out of a breaker. This is what I needed, just that bit there with the bolts, which obviously is in the boot floor. So I've cut that out, and this is what mine was like. It's just awful. The boot floor is completely gone. You can just put your finger through it. And this is the trouble, people look at it and go, oh, it's just surface rust. It isn't, you can just literally fold it away. So, unfortunately, when you get to that place, they need a lot of work. And, well, this car just sort of shows, if I'd have bought mine to them, it would have been an expensive, very expensive repair, or, to be honest, mine probably would have been a breaker. But, yeah, it's worth the effort. Someone's got a sense of humour. Nice downpipe.
Welcome to WMD. This is the Evo specialist, the best in the country. If you want any kind of Evo parts, servicing, inquiries, anything you need, even information, we're always here to help.
You're now doing fabrication as well, aren't you?
Yeah, fabrication, power flow exhaust, all one-stop shop. So if you're ever in the vicinity of needing any kind of Evo parts, give us a shout. We're the guys to see.
So I had a quick trip to WMD, as you've seen. They helped me out a lot. The main thing you've got to remember, which I forgot when you're doing a boot floor, is to cut off the recovery point and where the cross member for the suspension bolts to, because you have to weld that back into the car. Yeah, I fucked up on that one and put it in the skip, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, so the plan is to like sort of get it on its wheels again, move it under cover, under the carport.
Ready to paint.
Yeah, because at the minute it's very like you can only really work on it weather dependent, and it's sort of slowing you down a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ruining it, really is. But yeah, we'll go again. So this is what I cut out of that breaker at WMD. I need this bit, and obviously the rear recovery point. It's rusty because it's off the breaker, but it's far better than mine was, so we'll make what we can out of it. I'm not going to use the whole piece, I'm going to use the strengthener, cut what I need and fit it. Not the right way to do it according to everybody, but it's my car, so write it on a piece of paper and mail it to someone that gives a fuck. This is where it's getting bolted in. Obviously that's the cross member that I'm going to put in to keep it all square when I weld it. Here we go. Right, it's about 7:30, I've just got home from work. I'm going to try and do an hour on the car before my neighbour jumps the fence and kicks me head in. Yeah, right, let's get on it. Please subscribe. I need the motivation. Let's do a bit of work. Right, please don't think this is any kind of how-to video, because it isn't, but a bit of a tip. Just down there, if you are thinking of doing this yourself, is where the main loom runs. So if you are welding your chassis leg from the inside of the wheel arch, if you've done it the way I've done it and not welded it spot welds, you need to move that loom, because it will get very hot. But yeah, we're in. Looking good. That's welded up now. Got that patch to do in there. The rest of the sill's all good. Right, we're back again. It's been another couple of weeks because I'm terrible and I've had loads of stuff going on. Yeah, the noise in this video might be a bit up and down because I keep losing the mic, messing with the mic and dropping the mic. So let's see. Today we're cutting out some more rust on the sill because I took the side covers off, as you can see, and she's crusty underneath. So we're going to sort that out today, see how we get on. I've even gone out and bought myself a new tool, little bout sander, get in the places that are a bit difficult. Let's see how this goes. Well, that idea was about as good as national ID cards. 45 quid down the drain. Right, so, bit of a development. Chassis legs are welded in. I've got the rear suspension on. I've put the wheels on and everything so that I can drop it down and get it into the carport, because we're getting to that time of year now where it's damp all the time. And I need to be able to work on it reliably between my shifts. So I've got a couple of customers' jobs in at the minute. Friends, really. Customers, if HMRC is watching. I've got to get them done, and then I can get the Evo back up on stands and finish everything off. I want to be able to Raptor paint. I'm going to primer, well, seam seal, primer and Raptor paint all the underneath at once. So driver's footwell backwards, bulkhead backwards, so I can get everything off, do any repairs that are needed at the front, because I've got under the footwells to do. I've got the repair plans for them. Do it all in one go. But anyway, get under the car now and we'll have a look. I've got this in. That's the recovery point that I borrowed from WMD. Bless them. And then we've got rear suspension on at the minute. It's all just loosely up, that's why nothing's in the holes that it should be. But everything's on before I go to paint it. And then obviously I can do everything all in one go. But that's in. There's a few welds left to do on that, but I'm not bothered. Chassis legs are in and everything. Obviously this is the main worry when doing chassis legs for me, from my point of view, is trying to make sure that this lines up. So I put this on and I used an old diff mount to hold the diff bolts, so everything could go in. I know everything was square, I know everything worked. So it's all gone in. I haven't had to grolly any holes out, I haven't had to do anything. It's all gone straight in, which I'm really pleased with. I'm actually quite proud of that, to be honest. But yeah, obviously the next job then, once it's being painted, once I'm doing the paint and everything underneath, I can take all this back off. I'm probably going to send it up to the lads and get them to blast it all, make it all look nice. I don't know whether to leave the hard race arms on it. If I do, then I'll probably give them a bit of a blast and paint, to be honest. I'm not sure. But yeah, really happy with progress. Well, I'm absolutely beside myself. Look how good that looks. Back on her wheels. Not for long though. But it's good to see it like that. Well happy. Right, we've got a few videos coming up. We've got more Evo stuff. Apologies, this video hasn't been great. I lost a lot of the footage from one of the SD cards because I'm an absolute sausage. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on Dan's car that I've got in for welding at the minute. An EP3. Low mileage. Nice. And then I've got a few other cars coming up that we're just going to do a bit of a feature on, bit of a drive, bit of a chat about. We've got quite a variety of stuff as well planned. So they're for days that obviously I can't do the welding. But yeah, if you want to get your car on, if anyone's got anything cool. Now I'm not after 140i's with remaps. I'm after anything interesting, anything that you've done yourself, anything that you've bought, modified, classic stuff, just retro, anything. Anything that's not electric. But yeah, big progress on the Evo. See you later.